Insane quick facts of the human brain. The brain works faster than the world's best supercomputer. The human brain processes information at an estimated speed of 1 exaflop, which is faster than the most powerful supercomputers on Earth. It can perform quintillions of calculations per second. The brain has more connections than the Milky Way has stars. There are about 100 trillion synapses, connections between neurons, in your brain, far exceeding the estimated 100 to 400 billion stars in the Milky Way. The brain predicts the future constantly. The brain is always making predictions about what will happen next, even in microseconds, to help you react faster and make sense of the world. The brain predicts the future before you move. Brain scans show that your decisions happen before you're aware of making them, sometimes up to 7 seconds earlier. The brain has a unique fingerprint. The structure of your brain's folds and neural pathways is as unique as a fingerprint. No two brains are exactly alike, even in identical twins. The brain can power a light bulb. The brain generates about 20 watts of power continuously. Most of the brain is always active. The idea that we only use 10% of our brain is a myth. Even when you're asleep, nearly all areas of your brain remain active. Half of your brain can be removed and you'll still function. A procedure called a hemispherectomy, used for extreme epilepsy cases, can remove or disable half of the brain, and patients can still live, walk, and even have near normal intelligence. The brain shrinks when you're dehydrated. A lack of water causes the brain to temporarily shrink, which can lead to headaches, poor concentration, and in mood swings. Stress physically shrinks the brain. Chronic stress causes your brain to shrink in areas responsible for memory, learning, and emotional control. 10 Fact Checkpoint. Stay tuned to the end for the craziest fact of them all. Don't forget to follow for more quick facts like this. You can grow new brain cells. For decades, scientists thought we were born with all the neurons we'd ever have, but neurogenesis shows that the brain continues producing new neurons throughout life, especially in areas related to memory and learning. The brain keeps developing until late 20s. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and impulse control, isn't fully developed until around age 25 to 30. Multitasking lowers IQ. Trying to multitask can drop your IQ by up to 15 points, making it equivalent to the cognitive decline of sleep deprivation. Brainwaves can sync with others. When people engage in deep conversations, their brainwaves synchronize. This also happens during music performances, meditation, and even strong emotional connections. The brain cleans itself when you sleep. The brain has a waste removal system called the glymphatic system, which is 10 times more active at night to remove toxins, including those linked to Alzheimer's. The brain can process images faster than your conscious awareness. The brain can identify an image in just 13 milliseconds, faster than you can consciously register what you saw. Memories are stored in multiple places. Unlike a hard drive, your brain doesn't keep memories in a single location. Different parts of the brain store different aspects of a memory, like sight, sound, and emotion. The brain doesn't feel pain. While it processes pain from the rest of the body, the brain itself has no pain receptors. That's why brain surgery can be done while the patient is awake. The brain can trick you into seeing things that aren't there. A phenomenon called pareidolia makes your brain perceive faces and patterns in random objects, like clouds, electrical sockets, or the moon's surface. And now the most insane fact of them all. 20. The human brain's storage capacity is mind-blowing and still not fully understood, but neuroscientists estimate it can hold about 2.5 petabytes of information. 1 petabyte is equal to 1,000 terabytes, which is equal to 1 million gigabytes. And 2.5 petabytes equals about 3 million hours of TV shows or 4,000 years of continuous video playback. How is this possible? The brain doesn't store information like a computer. Instead, it compresses, connects, and retrieves data dynamically. Unlike a hard drive, memories aren't stored in one place. They're spread across neural networks in different regions. The brain prunes unnecessary information and strengthens important memories, making storage more efficient. Even more insane, your brain never truly runs out of space. It just reorganizes, rewires, and optimizes itself over time. So in theory, you could keep learning forever if your neurons stay healthy. Isn't the brain like a sci-fi supercomputer in your skull? Which one of these surprises you the most? Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy facts like this, follow and like for more to come.